What's going on, everybody? Real RVA Digger here. Just wanted to get the first video out. Super Bowl Sunday. Out here doing a little scouting. No machine, no shovel. I'm about a quarter to a half mile away from my personal house here in Chester, Virginia. Live in a good area for metal detecting and relic hunting, whatever you want to call it. I myself haven't been doing it too long. My dad, who I hunt with all the time, and who pretty much from now on will be in all these videos, he's been hunting since late 80s, early 90s, 88, 89, somewhere in that area. Found a bunch of stuff that we'll show. A lot of artillery shells, Hotchkiss, Parrot, different sizes of those, breastplates, buttons, Confederate buttons, Union buttons, bullets, all those type of things. But recently I've gotten into it myself, and I'm over here, like I said, not far from my house, straight ahead of where I'm at right now. Straight out this way, there's a main road in this area, about 500 yards that way, and then over here to my left, about 200 yards, is a secondary road that leads back to a school and two neighborhoods. And to my right, there's a small neighborhood, but this house here, been here for quite a while. Give you a little backstory on it. About 15 years ago, 98, 99, me and my uncle come over here one day, walked over here from where I live at now, and the house wasn't torn down in as bad a shape as it is now. I mean, it was in bad shape, but up at the front of the house there was a room, and it was full of newspapers and books and all this stuff, and we grabbed a couple of old bottles and older books out of there, and I have a couple of the books on my mantelpiece at home, copyright, like 1901, 1915. It's 3 or 4 books, and all of them are copyright before 1920. And in one of the books, as a bookmark, was a picture of this house with the family and such sitting on the front porch. So the picture was taken from down this way, looking back up at the house, and it had the husband, wife, and kids on the front porch. And all this was fields. I mean, you couldn't see a tree for I don't know how far in either direction. It was all fields. And you can see now, it's a couple trees in here that are pretty good size, but for the most part, anything that's not, within 20 yards, 30 yards of the house is, fairly new. And then you got all this ivy that's grown up and such. So anyway, that was one of the pictures in the book as a bookmark, and that was dated, and somebody's handwriting from the picture on the picture. Somebody wrote on the picture that it was like August 1947. And then in a couple other books there was some newspaper clippings of President Eisenhower that were from October 58. And looking at maps and stuff of this area on like the Library of Congress and stuff, it's hard to pinpoint what the property owner's name was and how long it's been abandoned. We'll try to get in a little closer to the house. It does have more, not modern shingles, but it does have looks like asphalt shingles on the house. But I wanted to get closer, look and see what kind of nails were used, things like that. You can see right there, square nail. So you got a good time period on that there. More square nails. Looks like the whole house is put together with square nails. Doesn't look like there's any more modern 16 penny nails or anything like that. Let's see if we can look up in here some more. Yeah, so I don't know if you can see right there. I got gloves on, so with this touchscreen camera, I'm not gonna be able to zoom in. But let me see if I can get closer for y'all. This is a second story floorboard here, and all those nails right there drove into that beam are square nails, which is looking pretty good for you know, the time period that you want to be looking for. Expectations of digging anything Civil War or that time period, unless somebody's grandfather fought in the war that lived in this house, and you know, they got some of the stuff, or maybe that older grandparent lived here, maybe passed away here and lost some of their artifacts. I can't really see finding anything that's going to be much, you know, from that time period. But from looking at the newspaper clippings and the books and the picture that I found of this house, I'm hoping to find some mercury dimes, silver quarters, silver dimes, things of that nature, old coins, old Wheaties, things like that. It's going to be a lot of trash in here. Trying to remember how to use this camera for videos. Doesn't look like sheetrock, looks like plaster. You can see interior walls look to be wood on the second floor. Doesn't have anything. Oh, a little sinkhole right there. The house does have a basement, and coming here, like I said, 15 years ago with my uncle, the basement is on this on the back side over here. It was some steps that went down to it, but now, before I cut the camera on, I was looking. Looks to be covered over. Definitely say that's the well. I don't think that's the way down to the cellar. From what I remember, I think the cellar was more in this area here. Looks like an old toilet right there. More square nails. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see if I can get around here to the front, where I can show y'all where that room was. There's another house on the property that was further over that way. I don't think anybody lived here for a long time. But I think family still own the property, and god dang, and they use the property for storage, because there's old boats and stuff from the 50s and the 60s, I mean not 50s, 60s, but 60s, 70s, right over here in this area. I think that the house has been sunk down and has gone into the basement, because I've never seen it opened up like this before. Yeah, it has. The first floor has sank into where the basement is. So you can see here, this is where the stairs were. They went down. You can see the foundation. Stairs went down here, turned at that wall, and went into the basement. And here's the outer perimeter of the foundation. Here you can see the bricks. And then now, there's a roof, chimney, and somewhere in this area here on the first floor is where we got all the old books and stuff, but that's all sank down and is in what used to be the basement. I don't even know, man. Have to really crank up the discrimination and the iron on the machines to come back in here. But really would like to find some old coins or something back here. Really would. Just wanted to tell everybody, like seeing the YouTube relic hunting metal detector community. A lot of good people out there, Aqua Chigger, and you know, everybody like him. Never, I don't know, I don't even know. Just excited to get out here and do some digging, get some more stuff on camera. Got some great places to go to that we've been to. Got some great places lined up we've never been to, but are in good areas from you know, research and all that stuff. And definitely, if we come back here in the next week or so, I'd like to shoot a couple videos recovering some old targets, some old coins, maybe some old buttons, something like that. Some old glass, maybe. Old trash pit somewhere back in here. I'd like to find some old mason jars or soda jars, whiskey jars, something like that. You know, like I said, I know the house was here in 47. I know the house was here in 58. Don't really know how far back before then it was here, and don't know up until what year somebody lived here. I mean, I know there's some, I don't see any electricity run to the house. I don't see any poles or anywhere they would have ran cable to it, or, you know, ran lines to it. There's no evidence of any appliances or you know, TVs, radios, anything like that. And from the square nails and stuff like that, you know, pretty good time period to come back here and try to find something. You know, I'm hoping to find anything from the, you know, 20s, 30s, 40s, you know, coin wise, anything silver, mercury dimes, silver dimes, silver quarters, stuff like that. Anything silver would be good. Old jewelry, you know, anything anybody looks for in a house site. I just don't realistically believe we'll find anything Civil War era, but you never know. You know, the area is good for it. A lot of bullets and stuff been found through this area. You know, back out this direction where I'm pointing, a lot of bullets and stuff been found back there, drop bullets. A lot of movement through the area here. You know, right where I'm at here in Chester, Virginia, about halfway between Petersburg, Virginia and Richmond, Virginia. You know, anybody knows anything Civil War knows how big that is. Got the Howlett line over here, a 3-mile trench that was dug in by the Confederates to protect the railroad. You also got Danzler's Battery, you got Drury's Bluff, Dutch Gap, Brooks Battery. I mean, it's pretty countless how many things there are in this area. So, pretty rich in Civil War heritage. But this here is the site that I'm hoping to get some good old coins out of. Like I said, me and my dad want to bring to y'all a lot more stuff. You know, get some good conversation going, get some good good talking back and forth amongst each other. And until then, we'll talk to you guys later. Check this place out again.